What's up everybody, welcome to the new video, and today we have the Syclone that I'm gonna tune for y'all today. I'm glad we still got the Syclone, and I'm glad that this sucker is still good. So I got a pretty fast tune for y'all. Man, I love the Syclone. I like it in the reverse color with the red and the black on bottom. Or do you like the original colorway like right there? Let me know down in the comments down below. But I love this red mane. So that being said, let me show you the upgrades and then the tune. Alright, so here's the upgrades. For an engine swap, I put the 7.4 liter twin turbo in there, which makes 1750 horsepower. I'm so glad that it still had this motor in here. This truck deserves to be fast, so I'm so glad they did that. And then I went to the engine with the twin turbo. Make sure you put your anti-lag turbos on. Then tires, front and rear, all the way wide as possible. 285s in the front and 325s in the rear. Make sure you put your drag tires on. It's usually always bottom to the right. And I put some spacers on in the front and the rear, so I have that little fitment because it was very sucked in. Then for the wheels, put any drag wheels you want, but I go with the whole shots. Brakes, make sure you have your race brakes on. Springs, make sure you have rally springs. Put your front and rear race anti-roll bars on. So here's the front, here's the rear. No roll cage, and a max weight reduction. Make sure you put your race clutch, race transmission, race drive line. For the differential, I'm using off-road diff. Off-road diff tends to tune better than any other diff, so that's why I go off-road diff. Then I have nothing in aero. Okay, so those upgrades. Now let me show you the tune. All right, let's get on with the tune. Tire pressure, front 15, rear 15. Gearing, final drive 2.20, first gear 2.24, second gear 1.71, third gear 1.34, fourth gear 1.110, fifth gear 0.96, sixth gear 0.86. And for alignment, camber, front and rear 0, toe, front and rear 0, angle caster 7, front and rear anti-roll bars all the way stiff, springs, front and rear all the way soft, ride height have it all the way up, front and rear, dampening, rebound stiffness front 6, rear 4, bump stiffness front 9, rear 1. For differential, I have front acceleration 80, deceleration 100, and rear acceleration 80 and deceleration 100. For my center balance, have that 70. Found this truck has a lot of grip, and giving more power to the front wheels and keeping them down instead of doing the wheeling was actually faster for this truck. All right, so here's the stats: 1750 horsepower, 1475 foot-pounds of torque, 2978 pounds, and a power rate ratio of 0.55, which is pretty dang good, not gonna lie. So the tune name is called CarThings Drag, and the share tune code is 104226-611. I'll have that in the description. Okay, so before we start, make sure your settings match up with mine. Make sure you have your steering to standard, because for whatever reason, standard steering gives you more grip. So if you're spinning, make sure your stuff's on standard, because you'll pull your hair out if it's not. And I am using a manual clutch, and I'm using the advanced launch control. This tune works with the regular Forza launch control. And if you don't know how to do the advanced launch control, you go to my how to tune video. It's on my page, and I'll show you step by step with a hand cam how to do it. And if you want to see your telemetry, you go to advanced controls and switch on and off to telemetry. All right, so make sure we do a little burnout here, as much as you can at least. And this thing is freaking fast, let me tell you. I love the Syclone. See here, get it to around about 4,500 RPM. Boom, out of there. Got the shift guns there. Boom, 7.3. Actually a slower time. I was getting 7.2s, 7.1s. I could have a bit better reaction time. Alrighty, so now let's show you what it does in a half mile. Alright, so here we are. I like to make my tunes well-rounded, like that I can go through all 3 tracks, because I hate having to switch tunes or all that stuff. So I want to make sure that it goes through, oh, that was a little late, through all the tracks. So that's why I got this gear so extended. 11.4. See if we get a better launch, but I'll go 11.3s all day over here. And this tune is just a nice above average bass tune for y'all to mess with. Copy this tune, mess with, get it even faster. I'm telling you, there's a lot of room left on the table. So we can clock off a 7.3 real quick. Might have been a little late. Boom, there you go. All right, so that's the half mile. Now let me show you the festival kilometer. All right, let's see what the sucker does here. Boom. Pretty good timing. Boom, 13, dang, 2. Yeah, so this truck is pretty fast, and this thing can beat most things. It's definitely a above average vehicle, and especially in the trucks, probably I would say this is probably the fastest truck in the game. I believe so. I haven't tested any new trucks or anything yet, but I think the Syclone is still king. With that being said, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. The channel's been doing amazing recently. And let me know down in the comments below what else you want me to tune. I got a long list of stuff that I'm going to tune already, and I'll keep adding on to my list and keep cranking them out. And also, if you don't know how to tune, if you're a beginner, if you want to learn how to tune like me, I released my how to tune video. It's a no fluff, no filter video that explains from everything from the beginning to end about tuning rear-wheel drive and all-wheel drive drag cars. And that goal of that video is to get you feeling from not feeling confident to feeling ultra confident and knocking out tunes left and right. So I linked that video up right here. I'm telling you, it's gonna help you so much. So that being said, that's it for me. I'll see you next time. Peace.